So my name is Darcy Wheeler, and I will be your counsellor this afternoon. Do you? What is your first and last name?
Imogen Blacker?
Do you consent to this being recorded?
Yes, I do.
Awesome. What would you like to talk about today?
So I'm just going to talk to you about a few concerns I have in relation to my job at the moment.
Yeah.
So I am on a temporary contract of employment, which is due to end like the end of January, like the 31st of January or something like that.
Yeah.
So at the moment I'm backfilling a lady that's on maternity leave.
Mm-hmm.
Um, So I'm gonna hire. So essentially, I went into my job as an entry level position, and then I was there for a couple of weeks, and she went on maternity leave, and I got slotted into a higher position. Um, so yeah, this contract's due to. So they were both temporary contracts, but this one was longer, but it's due to end in January. So the lady that I'm backfilling for, she has decided that she's not going to come back to work. She's been like put in for a transfer to an office that's closer to her, which is fine. But that means that my job is now vacant, kind of. And the way the government work is that because I'm backfilling her, that doesn't automatically mean I get that job, and that's my permanent job now. There has to be a whole, yeah, there has to be a whole like interview process and resumes and cover letters and selection panels, and it's just quite overwhelming. But the thing that worries me the most is that I don't know when my contract's going to be cut because it's a temporary position now. Like they could cut it short at any time. Like they could just tell me within 2 weeks we're making your position vacant and you'll have to reapply for it.
That sounds stressful.
Yeah, so it's really stressing me out. Because I don't know if I'm going to have a job, and like I've got holidays and things booked at the end of the year, and like I don't live at home anymore, so I have to have some sort of job to be able to pay my way, you know. Yeah, so it's the other thing that's worrying me about this is not that, like, I know that I'm capable of doing the job that I'm doing and I'm capable of like getting this permanent position. It's just that like I'm the like the most temporary person that's on the like been there the shortest amount of time. So there's girls that have been in there for like 3 years waiting to get a permanent job.
Mm-hmm.
So it's likely that like I might not get it as well, and like I really have to sell myself in the interview, and I'm really not good at doing that. Like good at, yeah.
Yeah, you sound really worried about that.
Yeah, so like I'm a good worker, I'm good at what I do, but I'm not good at telling people that I'm good at my job or stuff like that. Do you know what I mean? Like it's super hard for me to go into an interview and be like, "Oh, I'm so fabulous at everything." And when I'm kind of like super nervous and anxious and I'll be like sweating and it'll be just so bad. But there is another job that's going at a different office,
Yeah.
which I'm going to apply for as well,
Yeah.
just because like as a backup, like if I don't get this job, then maybe I'll get the other one because it's an entry level job, so it'll be kind of going back a step. But that's fine as long as it's permanent. Like I just need a permanent job. I can't be on temporary employment all the time. I'll never get a house loan or anything like that.
Hmm.
But
So what direction do you think you're going to take? Are you going to try and go for this new job or stay in the one you're in now?
so me being me, I hate change. I hate any sort of change. Like I love my routine. I love like I have the same parking spot every day. I know what I'm gonna like everything's just set out. Like I know how everyone works in my office. I know how to talk to people and who's gonna be nice to me and who's not. And the thing that scares me, like if I have to, I will go to a new job, obviously, because my need of money is like overcomes my fear of change, but obviously. But
Yeah.
like if I got the chance to stay in the job I have now, I would 100% take it. But in saying that, I'm not going to like not apply for this other job just because I'm worried about the
Mm.
change of it. But like this job at the other office is worrying because everything will be new, but I know, like, it sounds silly, but I know that there's like zero parking at this like new office. So like, where am I going to park? Where am I going to go? How am I going to get to work? Kind of thing, you know?
Yeah, that sounds very stressful.
Yeah, it's super stressful, and it's like I don't know. It's just yeah. But the thing that's worrying me the most is definitely not having a job. And like, I've never not had a job. I've had a job since I was like 13 and a half, when I could just like umpire netball. So like, I'm 22 now, so nearly 10 years of just working, and like, I don't have a backup or anything. And I don't know, because one of the girls that I work with, she's just gotten a job within the government, and she said she couldn't find work for nearly 3 months. And that's like super worrying for me, because I can't not have a job for 3 months. Like, I have to do something. It would drive me crazy being at home anyway, but just the whole factor of me having to pay my life. Like, I've got a car loan that I'm paying, my rent, my food, everything. Like,
Yeah,
I'll be back home with my parents, so
sounds
like
like you've got a lot on your plate.
yeah, yeah. And like, I know that with government interviews, they kind of give you like a 30-minute perusal time. Like, they give you a set of questions, and then you have like 30 minutes perusal to go and make notes or whatever. And then you take them notes into the interview and like just like sell yourself. And like, that's fine with me, but it's just hard for me to say like I've used all the systems and everything. Well, obviously I'm doing the job that they're applying for, it like that they want
Yeah.
at the moment. So no reason that I shouldn't get it, but it's just like, I don't know, it's just my head saying that like, you don't have this, like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm not confident in that I am going to get it, because I'm not really good at, like, I just get super anxious when I'm in the room and like all these people are looking at me. And the other thing that makes it even worse is that the people on the panel will be the people that I'm like employed with at the moment. So it's hard for me to like be like serious and like say this is what I do and this is who I report to, when I'm like, they're sitting right in front of me. Like, it's like, it'd be better if I just didn't know anything about them or anything like that, you know?
So you would rather some people you didn't know?
Yeah, absolutely. Because then, like, I just don't like knowing what people are thinking, and like, I can just read what they would be thinking, and it's like, oh.
That does sound really hard.
Yeah, and it's super hard because I know that everybody else in my team, like, there's two girls that are below me and then another girl that sits across from me, that are going to apply for it as well, because those girls are all temporary positions as well. So it's like one job, four people, 25% chance of getting it. You know what I mean?
It sounds like you're a bit anxious about getting this.
Yeah, definitely.
What do you think will be the biggest challenge for you about applying for this new role, if you do?
Definitely the interview. I'm good at cover letter writing. I'm good at, like, I know I can do my job. It's just the interview that I need to get over, really.
You're nervous about that?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. What? Tell me more about why you're so nervous about this interview.
Uh, I think like the interview itself is very nerve wracking, but I think it's the pressure of knowing that if I don't get this job, I don't have the job. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, I don't have a job at all if I don't do well in this interview. That's probably what makes me the most nervous, I think.
So you're worried about not having a job, so you can't pay off your car loan and personal expenses and whatnot.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, that would be very stressful.
Yeah.
Yeah. What do you think you could improve on, I guess, in an interview setting?
I suppose if I did some like maybe like interview prep with my supervisors before the role gets like put out and stuff like that, and maybe they could give me a hand with how to handle the interview and stuff like that. That might be a good idea or something like that.
Yeah, that sounds like an awesome idea. Yeah. Would you have ways of being able to um, do that? Do you think they would mind?
I think definitely if I just book some time in with them, they'd definitely be happy to help me out in that sense.
That's awesome.
Mm.
Good. Yeah. It does sound like you're in a very challenging situation.
Yeah.
You sound really nervous. Yeah. Is there anything else you'd like to talk about?
No, I think that's about it.
Okay, awesome. So, what I hear you saying to me is you need to find, you want to go to this new job, but you kind of don't at the same time because you're scared of change, but you need the money.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, but there's so many factors that make it harder for you, like your personal belief in yourself with your interview skills.
Yeah.
Um, a bit of trouble with knowing co-workers and what they're going to think about you. Um, a bit of, I guess, financial anxiety around that as well.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, am I right?
That's right. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, not cool. Yeah, okay. Hmm. Well, thank you so much for talking to me today.
Oh, thank you for listening.
Anytime. All right. I'm going to start recording this now.